Good evening, brothers and sisters. As you know, our general meeting was postponed indefinitely due to COVID-19 pandemic. Regardless of our situation, I believe it's important for me to share with you a local union update. I reported last month the COVID-19 pandemic needed to be taken seriously. We are now witnessing the disruption in our lives from this pandemic. CISA, the Cyber Infrastructure Security Administration, within the Department of Homeland Security, determines the essential critical infrastructure workforce. Our members in general are considered essential workers and are generally exempt from the stay-at-home orders in Kansas and Missouri. Having shared that, since our last union meeting, the IBEW International President and the President of NECA have agreed to a National Emergency Disaster Response Agreement. The agreement will provide some rights for our members without any adverse action from the contractor during this pandemic. The agreement was mailed last month and is on our website. I understand that your safety and well-being is my greatest concern. Know your rights. If you choose to work, please consider the recommendations of the CDC, OSHA, and the Center for Construction Research and Training. The links to the aforementioned recommendations can be found on the Local 124 website under COVID-19 resources. If you choose not to work, please shelter at home and practice social distancing. Be safe. Hopefully no member or dependent will contract this disease, but if a member or dependent does, be advised the Health and Welfare Trustees have waived the co-insurance for testing and treatment. Additionally, the trustees are discussing a few scenarios to allow members to maintain coverage during this pandemic. The Benefit Office will advise of any new provisions that relate to the COVID-19 that affect the participants of the Health and Welfare Fund. The apprenticeship had to adjust to the pandemic as well. The JTC staff are working remotely and exercising social distancing using Zoom video conferencing. This allows the instructors and apprentices to remain safe and exercise social distancing, and more importantly, allow the apprentices to continue in their coursework and provide for advancement of schedule. I stated earlier, most job sites remain active. Capital has work at New Terminal at KCI, Johnson County Courthouse, FDA, Advent Health South, and Garmin. ECA has work at Hy-Vee stores and Children's Mercy expansion along with other small jobs. Citadel has work at UMKC and various small jobs. Pro Electric has picked up several small jobs here recently. Infinite Energy has work at Burns & McDonnell expansion, 46 Penn office building, and various small jobs. RS has work at Tomahawk Water Treatment and various small jobs. Cache Valley continues at the new core plant in Sedalia. Ford Claycoma will be adding a 13,000 square foot expansion to accommodate the transit line. The tooling and conveyor will be a separate package. They will be also doing a remodel of the administration building this year. At this time, we do not know which contract will be awarded these projects, nor have been able to confirm if GM and/or Ford will proceed with their July shutdowns. We are awaiting the awarding of the electrical packages for the USDA, Waddell & Reed, and Strata projects. We expect signatory contractors to win this work. Google is planning to move forward with their current projects. Speaking of data centers, there is a confirmed discussion about two very large data center developments in the Northland, both larger than the Google project. One is on 650 acres and the other is on 350 acres. But details are scarce since our public officials and contractors are under non-disclosure agreements. Details will obviously be forthcoming. We have also confirmed a very large commercial development in the Northland. Details for this project will also be forthcoming. Once we overcome this pandemic, the work outlook for our jurisdiction remains very good. The EIP, or Target Programs, is operational and will begin awards on this coming Monday, April 13th. The newly revised Target Program will only be successful if it is used as is intended. Your participation is vital to the success of this program. The new Local 124 website will become active on Monday, April 13th. The website address is ibew124.unionactive.com. The operations of the local union is not immune to this pandemic. We have made some adjustments in our staffing of the office, but this will not affect our services to members or reduce our job site visits. Some of the office staff are working remotely to comply with the local shelter at home and social distancing directives. Both the business and financial offices are completely functional. The agents have their office phones transferred to their cell phones. They have their laptops to access any information they need to address the needs of the membership. We conduct twice-a-day conference calls to keep the entire staff informed and engaged. Do not hesitate to contact them. We didn't expect the pandemic to have a significant effect on paying union dues. Brothers and sisters, we have regressed in paying our dues timely. On this 9th day of the month, 256 journeymen, 104 apprentices, 97 VDV, 14 CWs, and 22 CEs are in arrears. A paid-up dues receipt is your responsibility. Dues can be paid using the app, the website, mail, or by calling into the financial office. We will continue to make reminder phone calls and sending texts to those behind on their dues. We welcome your help. Please make sure that everyone on the job site has a current paid dues receipt. If you have paid your dues timely, thank you. We currently have 287 on Book 1, 39 on Book 2, 1 on Book 3, and 7 on the CE book. In closing, the pandemic has created some anxiety, concerns, and disruptions. But when it's all said and done, we will have stood together and prevailed against this COVID-19 pandemic. I ask that you be your brother's keeper by having one another in your thoughts and in your prayers. Because the one thing we do know, in solidarity we can't lose. But only in solidarity can we win. Be safe and God bless.